Hey, what's up? Are you tired of always getting beaten competitions? Are you wondering why every single person that beats you because they're super smooth and super fast and you just can't figure out what the difference is between your cars and their cars? Are you looking for a competition built tune? Also, are you tired of putting liveries on every single car that you build and decide you like for a while, and you put a cool livery on it, and then you find a car that you like better? I've got the things for you in this video.
Panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
What's up YouTube, it's your boy McGavin coming back at you with yet another tips, tricks, and tuning tutorial video on CarX Strip Racing Online. And as stated in the beginning of this video, there are a couple of surprises, treats today in today's video. I'm doing something a little different. First and foremost, you're going to want to go and you're going to want to grab a Raven RV8 UTE, whatever you want to call it. It's a class 3 car. You're going to get that puppy. You're going to want to put on an ultimate mod. You're going to want to put on a body kit. I'm running this body kit. Yes, that looks terribly goofy, but I promise I'm going to explain what that's about. But anyhow, before we do any of this tuning, for those of you that have PC and you're trying to figure out how to share liveries. I mean, I know you can share liveries through Kino and this and that and the other, but one cool feature that a lot of you guys are missing out on is with the NBA mod, and it is the fact that you can put one design on every car. And you might have to move things around a little bit, but it works and it saves you literally hours. So if you don't know how to do this, this is a quick tutorial on how to do that, and then I'm going to jump into a competition build. So I already did this, so it won't take as long. You'll get the idea. It only takes a few minutes longer than it's going to take here. So for instance, one of my favorites, it's not completed yet, but one of my favorites is this right here, and everybody comments on it. They love this car. Still need to put some lettering on it, some decals on it, but it is what it is. Basically, once you're here, you hit delete, you go to visuals, you hit save current design, okay, and then you go back to the car that you want. In this case, we're using the UTE, okay, and here you hit delete and you hit load design and you hit Royal S15 and you add livery to car, and now it's available in your livery list. So you would come out here to design, finals, and it's gonna look something like this, right? Because not every car is the same size, but it's there, everything's there, and it's so quickly, easily transferable. You just click drag, click drag, click drag, just pull them up to the right spots. See, the window's in the wrong spot, okay, but then boom, you're done. Beautiful. Now my UTE looks just like my other car. So there's that. Quick tutorial. All right. For those of you that know, sorry for that. For those of you that don't, you're welcome. And unfortunately for console, that's not an option yet, but it's coming. I'm sure it's coming. So I'm gonna back out here. Hop over into the dyno stand. At this point, you're going to want to pause it, take screenshots, put this on your car, do whatever you need to do. We are going to go over it kind of quickly. I will tell you a couple of things about it, and then we'll take a test drive so I can show you. This is a VDS comp spec tune. This will work in my classes of money skids as well. You just have to drop the tire size, because under VDS rules, because of this thing's weight, it is allowed to have some monstrous 325s under it, and it needs every bit of that. But anyhow, here we go. Front spring length is going to be a 20. Rear spring length 18. Front spring stiffness 50. Rear spring stiffness 40. Front damper fast bump 3700. Rear damper fast bump 3490. Front damper fast rebound is going to be 3460. Rear damper fast rebound is going to be 5150. Front damper bump is 6530. Rear damper bump is 6250. Front damper rebound is 7460. Rear damper rebound is 7390. The front toe is a negative 21. The rear toe is a positive 21. Front camber of negative 10. Yes, I said negative 10.6. Rear camber is going to be 0.55. Front anti-roll bar is a 10. Rear anti-roll bar is an 8. Caster is 10. Max steering angle as always. Ackerman angle for you guys, it's at 66. I've been running this thing right up here around 80, and it's beautiful. But for purposes of the video, we're gonna start at 66. On the wheels, for VDS spec, this car is over 1500, and so it gets 20-inch rims and up to 325 tires. That's what's on this one. You can also drop this down to 285s and still run it. In my classes, it does handle. You might want to lower tire pressure just a little, but so we're going to say 325s on the front rear. Front tire pressure is a 137. Rear tire pressure is actually I found this better, 110. 137, 110. Front wheel adhesion 100. Rear wheel adhesion 100. Front wheel track is a 15. Rear base is a 2. Front tire profile and rear tire profile are 30s. On the engine, maxed all the way out, 843 horsepower, 682 torque on the transmission, with a diff lock ratio of 0.8. Final drive at 385, a gear 1 385, a gear 2 235, gear 3 180, gear 4 150, gear 5 130, and gear 6 115. On the brakes, 4128 on the brake torque, and 93% to the front brake bias. ABS yes, launch control no, and I will show you why all of this is set this way. This is for comp tunes. Also, this is for comp tunes, and this is for comp tunes. Competition cars are very, very soft. In real life, very soft, and the springs are stretched up so that there's room for clearance because of that soft suspension. They're going to be hitting bumps, Ibisu jumps, things like that. Some of these competition cars will work very well for catching doors and will be okay on places like Red Rock and things like that, but for the most part, these cars are comp cars and they're set this way for a reason. So minor adjustments to make this thing work is just a street car, and a little less crazy would just be to put the spring stiffness in the normal areas that I would put them, and to up your roll bars just a little bit, drop some of this camber, but don't mess with any of that right now. Follow this build exactly, drive it, let me know what you think. We did the wheels, we did the engine, we did the transmission, we did the brakes. At this point, we are going to take a test drive. But let's take a test drive. Let's take a test drive over here at the arena. Alright, test drive time. As you can see, this thing does most of the work for me. With these kind of tunes, a big reason that they use these is that the car is more free. The car throws itself around. You don't have to be constantly jamming on the brakes and stuff to turn it. You just turn the car in and catch it. Turn it a little more if you need to. Downshift, and the car gets crazy. You don't have, I didn't hit the brakes at all there. You can. Another thing with the brakes is the way I have them set up is if you're coming in too tight, you need to get a more angle. You just slightly tap the brakes. See that? More angle, like that. Boom. Alright, pardon my shitty driving, I just woke up, I just not warm any of that, but as you can see, the car floats around very smooth, very fluid, it runs very well. If you give this car a test drive, I promise you're gonna immediately notice the difference in my normal tunes and my comp tunes and the way the cars respond on the track. Don't use a lot of brakes with the comp tunes. You will find yourself spinning out and very, very mad at me because you can't figure it out. A lot of front brake bias, but I promise it is the way to go for comp. That guy's in front of you maybe, you know, he's angling out, you need some more angle, but you're only holding this angle. Just tap the brake a little bit. Look at that. Okay. And then one last thing, those of you guys that do have NBA mod and you haven't been doing this, do this. Make your cars even faster. This, when your car is maxed out, this is never maxed out. This is another secret. Drag that pig over here and watch how this car responds. I couldn't run 6th gear a minute ago. And that is going to do it for our first true VDS competition style build. If you like this tune, if this helped you in any way, shape, or form, if you're using the tune, please like, subscribe, follow, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you do not miss any of the upcoming tunes. I will be continuing to do all of my street tunes on 90s and 100s until every car is done, as well as I'm going to dive in, sharing the secrets of the competition builds with you guys. There's no longer any real reason to hold back. Everybody is starting to get better. Everybody's starting to get more competitive. There's more interesting comps. I myself am running comps. The Money Skids comps, for those of you that know about it, we do race for money. We also do some for fun. Check us out. And I'll put a link to the Discord right down there. But I want everybody to be competitive. I want everybody to have a good time. I just want to help the community. Secrets are out, boys. That's gonna do it for today. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies.